So what are we looking at here? Oh wow. I will admit, at least the background looks nice, I suppose.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's just a little back and forth. It's tiled and gross, and this was 1999. 1999's not quite 2007, but story. Don't worry about the story. It's not super important.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's a David Cage game. It's all about his story.
Yeah, well, unlike most David Cage games, this one actually qualifies as a game. I mean, there's actually styles of gameplay that aren't just press the button.
I succeeded in opening a breach between my world and yours. Through your computer, you can enter our world and help us.
Ah, so it's the Matrix. Nice.
It's not the Matrix, it's an alternate reality, and you go into the alternate reality, press any key to say yes.
But hurry, there isn't much time.
So it's Lawnmower Man?
No, Lawnmower Man was going into the virtual world. This is an alternate dimension. It's more sliders-y, except for you're going Quantum Leap. There you go.
Oh, I was going to go Digimon next, but that's cool.
No, I already went Digimon. Anyway, this is my favorite thing. He's like, there isn't much time, but then he just sits there.
I knew I could. Now you must
Concentrate. Sorry, I can't concentrate. His left arm looks retarded.
Yeah, I can see the texture, the seams there.
Yeah, back in the day, you couldn't actually make things look like actual materials, so that's what you got.
You've done it. Now your soul occupies.
As you can see, I put myself into a lot of metaphysical distress playing this game.
Once you cross the breach,
I mean, obviously, my soul was occupying this guy's body for the entirety of this Let's Play.
When you leave the game,
Oh, nice.
your place for you.
So it's two souls.
No, it's just the one. He's like, I don't know, maybe he's chilling out in my body while I'm playing? I'm not sure.
That's it. You're ready. But remember, once you cross the breach, you're on your own.
We'll just call it
There's no
Omikron,
saving
one
going
souls.
back if you get into
One souls.
You are entering a loop.
One souls.
If you make mistakes,
Okay.
you just have to accept the consequences.
Also, you gotta love that lip syncing, that 1999 lip syncing.
Yeah.
To my apartment. There's no more time to talk.
Ooh, he's inviting you to his apartment.
Breach before it closes.
Well, now that's gonna turn out.
Oh, and one more thing.
Sexy,
Be careful
obviously.
with my body. It's the only one I've got.
Also, get used to that. After any line of dialogue, their face always goes to, like, straight up neutral. Like, that's one thing I really like about this game is that the faces actually do look kind of emotive, you know?
Yeah.
Probably more so than Cage's later games, surprisingly, considering what he's working with here. But, yeah, really emotive, and then after all the text is done, straight up neutral till you hit enter.
Now you
So,
whooped
yeah.
your butt.
Yeah, no, you jump in and you're immediately punked out by a Quake 2 monster.
You have been the victim of a violent attack.
No shit, robot.
Rehydrate yourself. If you experience mental disturbances, consult a psychiatrist.
Still, very fortuitous that it was in the area to scream at your head while you die slowly on the pavement and then walk away.
Huh. Yeah, I thought that was one of the bad guys, considering there was the monster right there that beat you up, and then it showed up.
It's one of the robots from RoboCop 2. You know, the one with like the serial killer's brain in it.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell me you've never seen RoboCop 2.
I have, but I don't remember that much of it. Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I know it's a movie.
There you go. It's also probably a video game. It may have been let us play it at some point, but I haven't checked.
I do recall one of the RoboCop games being played before, yeah.
Yeah, so basic tutorial. By pressing action, I will pick up an object. every single time I've started playing this game, both the Dreamcast version and the PC one, every time I see sneak button, I think, oh, I can sneak. Cool. No, that little terminal on his right arm, that's called a sneak.
Oh.
Yeah, it's your menu.
So
Also,
let's
for
just
some
take a
reason-
peek.
Hey, lets you sneak a peek at things. I just like the fact that you can pick things up and put them down. It's all sorts of fun.
Alright, interesting.
There's no reason to actually put anything down, though. They should have probably not added that somewhere. Sorry, I'm distracted by the line dance controls. There's also a first-person view, just in case you need to get those gorgeous visuals.
Of course, of course. This is what, PS1, PS2 era graphics?
Dreamcast era.
Oh.
So, slightly ahead. It was, in fact, next gen, and I will kill anyone that says otherwise. Though, obviously, the Dreamcast port was like bright green fog everywhere, like Superman 64 style. Fortunately, and I know you're not going to believe me when I say this game is a lot better than Superman 64.
But it doesn't have Brainiac, it can't be.
Nah, you're right. Oh, and the camera's basically but, you know, it's workable.
Cameras have always been better in this time.
Yeah, and here's the whole reason I was looking up the lyrics for this. This is the opening theme.
Alright.
It's some primetime, turn of the century David Bowie.
Wait, it's an Eidos game?
Yeah, it's IDOS. Of course, it was made by Quantic Dream.
Yeah. And you can
Led
tell
by
it's David Cage.
Led by David. Game overs are a failure of the game designer, Cage.
Yeah. The Nomad Soul.
Yeah, they keep forgetting to actually put Omikron anywhere on the game. And there's the title drop.
Oh, I hear it, yeah.
It's one of the most, yeah, it's one of the most fabulous things about this game is just the David Bowie music video wank.
Oh, man. So how long does this go for?
It's not that long.
Alright.
I would have cut it out if it were too long, but considering how we're posting this in the 2007 thread, I probably wouldn't have anyway. Plus, I mean, it gives you a pretty good gist of what's going on in the city. All sorts of weird future, fire coming out of everything,
And,
flying machines.
Oh yeah, and don't forget the windmills are just happening to be splattered about.
I'm pretty sure they're just vestigial windmills. And it's at this point that you realize that there is a button to call a slider on your sneak. So we're actually going to get to see the menu. There it is.
Interesting. Then,
Yeah, you can go here to read notes, check all your crap. You can see your stats. I mean, you have stats. It's just you don't really fuck with them just yet.
what, you can change your age?
No. It's just the age of your character. I mean, there's another thing. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get around to it, but there's another cool thing about this game that has to do with the character you play as.
Alright, alright.
So right now I just called up the slider, and it's just a car that just comes to you, and then you jump in, and it takes you wherever you need to go. This used to have significant loading times, you know, back in the early PC days and on the Dreamcast, but right here it's just freaking instant.
Of course, I'd expect that.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, this game would be such a slog if I had to go through, like, loading for all this.
Now you can really tell it is an early David Cage game because he does let you play the game.
Yeah. Later on, he realized that gameplay is a failure of the designer. And then he took all of that distracting butt crap out.
Oh.
So, this guy's got a pretty sweet pad, you know, gigantic couch.
Yep.
There's a picture of the cyborg ninja from Metal Gear Solid over on the right side, or maybe that's Slender Man, I can't tell. There's
It's
one on the
Slender
3C
Ninja.
shelf. Okay. Also, you just sit there and shrug if there's nothing to do wherever you're standing. So, I do that a lot sometimes. I mean, it's fun.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. The note you pick up here, it's kind of an interesting little bit of things. It says, blah de blah, rings of the art appear on the pilgrim's path. Basically, you get these magic rings, you use them to save, and you can also use them to get hints on where to go in the story. Obviously, I'm really only using them to save, but because, like, who needs hints? I've got game FAQs.
Oh man, very true. Very true.
So it's not exactly Shenmue, but you can pull stuff out of cupboards and compartments and whatever you think you can search through. And hold it awkwardly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's the currency of the game, by the way. They're called Setex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they look like triangles, though I think...
Kayl.
Oh, better put a sensor bar over that.
Now we're good.
So, why is that lamp there spewing out binary code?
Because? I mean, it just seems to be like decorative style in this world. Also, I've got a cute little lizard. And this thing right here, you'll see these all over the place. They allow you to store items and then transfer them.
Oh, okay.
So I get rid of all the crap I don't want. Already in there is 5 magic rings, so snagging them.
Alright, easy enough.
Yeah, that's your reward for figuring out how the damn thing works. Yeah, no, it's great. It's just like this gigantic chest that he uses to keep one teensy little prescription for sleeping pills.
Guess we'll take that novelty pyramid with us too, right?
Yeah, no, you it's a suppository.
Well,
you
what?
use it and you get your health back.
Oh, the standard David shower scene. Alright.
It's a chemical shower.
Oh.
Also doors are hard. But no, you get another standard scene instead. That's right, the late 90s piss scene.
Can you flush the toilet though? That's important.
No. You just say a bunch of dumb crap anytime you look at a toilet from here on out. Either complaining about the smell, or, you know, just saying you don't have to go.
Okay. Alright.
I really dig that. I really dig that reflection. These days, usually when a reflection's shown in a video game, it's kind of downsampled to a shittier resolution. But considering how this game's already at kind of a shit resolution, though I'm running it at 1900 by 1200 right now, it just does 1:1.
Well, then I think with games back then, they just made a mirror copy of the room on the other side of that mirror. So it's just an actual model on the other side, just a reflection.
Choose your difficulty.
I think they still do that this way.
Thank you. Get ready. The fight
I
is
mean,
about
I seem to remember Deadly Premonition being like that. But I actually wanted to show some gameplay off in this video, so I decided to do the fighting trainer. Which you taunt for, you know, no reason. This is one of the like 3 or 4 gameplay styles that you get to mess around with in the game. However, once you get them to the ground, it's pretty much over. As long as you can do sweep kicks constantly.
Whoa!
But easy mode's way too easy, so
Hello.
let's try the hardest
Then choose your
difficulty. Let's go right to
difficulty.
hell.
The fight.
I don't think you want that.
No, this is the hardest difficulty is basically like almost MK Walker status. Blocks everything, does stupid amounts of damage when it hits you. But the fighting system in this game is like basically 4 buttons. You get 2 punch buttons, 2 kick buttons. There are combos that you can learn about through books or the internet.
Or game facts.
Yeah, game fact. There are 2 buttons for moving forward and backwards, Tekken style.
Right.
And I believe at some point you're able to actually increase your fighting stats, you know, so you take less damage when you get hit, and you do more damage when you're hitting.
Right, okay.
Which is what all those bars that show up whenever you start the battle are.
R is.
Am.
Now, as nice as the living place seems to be, there's not really much here.
But at least it's a living place.
Yeah, where's his bed?
I just didn't go to that room just yet. I forgot that I'm supposed to do like one more thing before I leave. So I just sort of fuck about.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, and like the first time I played through this after picking this up on Good Old Games, I forgot that you could go into the kitchen and grab all this crap. Some pureed Kramen,
Right.
a can of Coop's beer,
Right.
or Krupp's beer. Three seashells.
All spinning seductively at us.
Yes.
Oh, guys attacking.
I get the impression that I'm the only one who can see them. This is basically like story mode. Okay, I'm the only one that can see these save points. But yeah, that's basically what you do here. It costs a magic ring to use it, and that's it. I think it costs a magic ring to get advice too, but I haven't tried that because I am so smart.
Of course.
This is food for Koopies. I mean, you know, normally you'd have to guess what the fuck is a Koopie, but considering how there's only one animal in the apartment, that's easy enough.
Oh, the lizard.
Yes, it is a Koopie.
That was like.
I think I'm gonna call it King Koopie.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
It doesn't really have a name. So, spread eagle already. Feel emotions, damn you.
Oh, Kayl. I thought I'd never see you again. Where have you been? I haven't heard from you in days.
Yeah, where have we been?
That's part of the mystery of the
Yeah.
beginning of the game.
Is there another woman in your life?
Yes.
Her name's
4 days
Democracy.
ago, you didn't come home from work. I called your office in security headquarters. They said that you and your partner, Den, had gone out on an investigation and that they hadn't heard from you.
I didn't see other women in his life. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Den's corpse at some point.
They couldn't find
We
you
haven't seen it
anywhere.
yet.
You
Not yet.
disappeared
I'm talking
without a
about future
trace.
events,
I
like some
was
sort of
sick with worry.
psychic
I ended up thinking
precognitive,
that you'd been arrested by
which
the
is
militia.
kind of what you get with all these like
They
weird
killed
flashes
you.
that you get all over the place.
Okay.
It's sort of like, I don't know, like soul imprints or
In the days
something.
before you disappeared,
Like,
you
this
seemed
is something that the person that I'm occupying should
worried.
know about, or
Several times I asked you what the matter was, but you
maybe
said you
not
couldn't
that,
tell me.
since you sometimes see
I also
things
said
that don't have to do with
instead
Kayl
what
at
might
all.
happen, good would win out over evil. I just can't understand why you disappeared. Could it have something to do with the case you were investigating?
Nah, it was a bender.
Yeah. Bender came over and
How
said,
do
"You
you
want
know
to party?"
anything
So he
about
said
Dan?
yes.
All I know is that he's your partner
And then I
your
was
best
attacked by a
friend.
demon.
Just before you disappeared, you were spending a lot of time together.
Technically, yes.
Ooh.
Told you, Den's the other woman in his life.
You're right. Maybe you can find out more
No,
at your office.
I'm
in
pretty
security
sure she meant
headquarters.
other bloke
Oh,
in
Kayl,
Kayl's life.
I'm so
Don't
glad to have
judge.
you back.
So glad to have you back. Okay, I'm walking this way.
Well, so you know where she went.
Yeah, for reasons. Because reasons.
Exactly.
But also you snagged this gun.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So,
For...
are we gonna get framed for her murder?
Not yet. No, at this point, of course, she takes her pants off. Obviously, girls are sexiest when they still have their socks on. Like fucking Philistines.
They say he can't just jump that?
Yeah, you can't just jump that. He's gotta lie on his own side of the bed like a good boy.
Well,
But yeah, you thought I was joking about this, didn't you?
at least he got the sex scene out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to take off your armor. It's like taking a piss. Completely featureless, like a Ken doll.
Well, it's the future. You don't know how it works.
Well, I mean, future alternate dimension. Spooky shit. Prepare to die. Wake up, still clothed, absolutely bored.
Thanks, honey. I gotta go now.
Having ghoulish nightmares, BRB.
Yeah.
Oh, and I should probably use this food before I go.
Yeah, you don't want your gecko to die.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm canceling my car insurance, bitch. I had to add the bitch for emphasis.
Now that I look, it looks like a mini alligator.
Yeah, no, totally. And it's also smart as hell, because it just brought me a little key.
Maybe that's how you
It's
store your keys.
It's the best way to store keys. Just use an a miniature alligator-based system.
At least you know nobody ain't gonna try to steal it with an alligator guarding it.
Well, I mean, they gotta give him the right thing, otherwise they won't get the right key.
Exactly.
If you give him bubblegum, you will get the key to my porn stash.
You just got back and you're already leaving?
Well, he already jumped your bones. He's good now.
Yeah, I got what I wanted.
Kayl, I love you.
Yeah, whatevs.
I love you too.
Yeah, there's no other option. You can't just be like, "Peh."
Just ... and walk away.
Nah, no go-go through scenes here. Now that I've left my designated living cube, it's raining out.
Oh no.
And I have absolutely no idea where I work. I mean, this is obviously just me occupying some douchebag's soul and jumping his girlfriend. Did you even think about the implications of that?
Well,
This guy let me use his body to, like, you know, figure out this mystery, and I just banged his girlfriend.
they're both there though, so it's technically a three-way.
Well, technically, but his soul's in my body, jumping all the girls I know. All 0 of them.
Hello. May I get you something?
Jesus, first fix your freaking lip. Oh yeah, this is the bookstore. You can get valuable information on the background of the game. I'm going to try to avoid this as much as possible because it's not really as valuable as I just said.
But you could.
But I did pick up some books about fighting because I like to fight.
I was gonna say, but you gotta know the intricate story behind his city.
Trust me, I know enough of the intricate story. You don't have to know it. Just have to know that it's pretty novel and kind of interesting. unlike most of David Cage's games.
Well, again, this was his first, so.
Yeah, this was back when he actually had a team that wanted to make competent games and not get their soul ruined by high-resolution PlayStation 4 level graphics. I'm glad we're going back to 2007, by the way. Such a better place. I mean, that was like, what, Fahrenheit?
Yeah, I remember Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that was actually still something of a game. You could move both sticks to mop the floor of blood to keep the cop that you were also playing as from finding out that you killed a guy.
Well, that was the precursor to Heavy Rain, so.
Yeah, there was still gameplay, and then by Heavy Rain, there was no gameplay, more or less.
Well, it had less gameplay than before.
There was plenty of Jason.
Press X to Jason.
Yes. There was much Jason. There was a virtual bad dad simulation right there at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
Yes, can I help you?
Drugstore. This is where you get your drugs, your little suppositories. Considering how often I get my ass beat, it's probably a good idea to keep a couple, but I also want to get these pills. Grabbing pills.
Alright. I'm not going to ask what they're for, I'm just going to agree. Yeah, grab them.
Just roll with the adventure game logic. If I find an item, chances are I'm going to get to use it.
Well, there are some adventure games that give you useless items that you pick up just to take up inventory space.
Well, there's plenty of those too, but I mean, those usually have some use elsewhere, like in the fighting or the shooting portions of the game. Or a useless fan wank. Okay, now that I've taken a look at the badge, I know where I work, so I can call the slider to take me to work.
So is Quinn driving it?
I think it drives itself.
Ah.
Yeah, see? I just jump in and it drives itself. It's the future, come on.
Well, I was really making a reference to the show Sliders.
Oh, right. Son of a bitch. you bastard. You got me this time.
It happens, it happens.
I haven't seen an episode of Sliders in at least a year. But yeah, here's the police station, guarded by another one of those vaguely threatening robots.
Wait, are we a cop?
Yeah.
Are we a RoboCop?
Nah, just a regular cop.
Aw.
But now we can access the police station and see all the great things. Watch this wonderful animation.
Yeah, it is wonderful animation.
Just, you know, a bunch of people chilling out, doing manly things. But I was referring to that one specifically.
Oh, okay.
Just sort of points its like little gun at you. Gives you this like little plate thing that says, if you find this thing inactive in a public spot, please return it to the police station.
Like you're gonna be able to return one of those big giant mechas to a police station on your own.
I'm pretty sure I can fit it in my pocket. Now there's one bit of clever like organization that they pull right here in this area, and that is each of the doors are color coded, and when you go on the elevator, each of the color codes correspond to like whose office it is. So you'll see Kayl's name on the elevator panel in blue.
Oh, that is neat.
Yeah, it's one of a few neat things that happen here. And here's where that little key came in handy. Thanks, Gecko. Gecko Gator.
What do we got?
An ancient scroll.
Really, a note?
That thousands of years old. Yeah, we'll call it an ancient post-it. It I don't think I ever really solved this even when I was playing on the Dreamcast, and I played the crap out of this, believe me. It probably still occupies like an entire VMU.
Dang. There's your triangle money still.
Yep, a whole bunch of it. You just sort of pick it up, just whole piece. There's a bunch of crimes. You get to see what Kayl is up to.
Case
It's all
involved.
it's all pretty lame. There's a thing about a sex shop. There's a thing about a bartender who's trafficking illegal stuff. Somebody says something about your enlightened leader, like just, well, in a drunken rage or whatever, and he's sentenced to death.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. But the important thing, like, the one big important thing that you're looking for here is, of course, the last case, the one that you almost died on, which is, of course, access denied, so you can't actually get to it or see what's going on.
Ooh, mystery. Okay.
Yeah. And so now, of course, it's like, should we figure out the mystery? We should figure out the mystery, but, not this time. Next time.
Alright, next time
Law
it
and
is.
Order.
Dun-dun.
Yes, next time. Dong. Chung-gung.
There you go. I thought you were about to have a hard time saving there for a moment.
No, I was just fucking around. Why would I have a hard time saving?
Oh.
Saving's easy. The hard part is letting go.